You ever walk into Costco thinking, I'm just here for one thing, and walk out pushing a cart that looks like it's feeding a small village? Yeah, you're not alone. And it's not by accident. Costco's a wild place, part savings heaven, part psychological playground. And hidden beneath those concrete floors and endless shelves, some stealthy secrets employees don't exactly put on the bulletin board. Most shoppers have no idea. Let's start peeling this back. 10. The magic of the unmarked clearance. A lot of folks walk right past the best deals in Costco because they're not clearly advertised. They just look like everyday items on the shelf. But if you read the price tag carefully, look at that tiny top right corner, you might spot a little asterisk. To employees, that's called the Death Star. It doesn't mean the item is on sale today. It means it's never coming back. Discontinued, gone, done. And here's where it gets sneaky. If you see that Death Star and the price ends in 0.97, that's a markdown. Managers are trying to quietly get it off the shelves fast, but they're not shouting about it. This combo, asterisk and 0.97, is the Costco version of a clearance sign nobody talks about. Now for the twist, each store does its own markdowns. Something on clearance in one city might be full price in another. That's why eagle-eyed shoppers check for those price endings and symbols on every trip. It's like a treasure hunt for adults. 9. The forbidden coupon stack. Costco doesn't accept manufacturer coupons. You probably heard that. But what they don't tell you is that there's a quiet workaround. If your item is Costco discounted and your credit card offers specific product cash back or benefits, you just created your own version of stacking. Let's say you use a Costco-linked rewards card. You're already snagging cash back for general purchases. But some cards offer more on specific categories: groceries, gas, even appliances. Stack that with Costco's instant savings, and boom, more money in your pocket. What employees whisper about is the gray area some shoppers play in, like using digital rebate apps after the purchase, or buying from Costco.com when third-party extras apply, like Rakuten bonuses or Amex offers. No store prints a guide on this, but deal nerds swear by it. 8. Those price tags are talking to you. We touched on 0.97 and the Death Star, but there's a whole clandestine language baked into those white price signs. 99 cents. That's just full price, standard item. $97. Store-level markdown. 88 or 00? That's usually returned merchandise. Usually non-defective. May have been a display model or something someone changed their mind on. And if you ever see a price ending in 0.49 or 0.79, that could signal a manufacturer discount partnered with Costco. These typically have a time limit, even if the sign doesn't say it. But here's something strange. A price ending in 0.01? At some warehouses, this means the item's on its final markdown before deletion, like a last call drink no one else is paying attention to. Employees aren't trained to explain this to customers. It's just something they learn over time. Some even admit they shop after shifts because they catch the markdown tags just showing up. 7. The real reason behind the layout. Have you ever noticed you almost always have to go to the back of the store for the item you need most? Like chicken, milk, toilet paper. That's not lazy planning, it's strategic design. Costco places staples like rotisserie chicken and dairy along the perimeter and in the farthest zones, because they want you passing by the flashier, high-margin stuff in the middle first. Electronics, designer brand colognes, seasonal goods stacked like Tetris blocks. You're not just walking past deals, you're walking past temptations. And statistically, most shoppers take the bait at least once or twice per trip. Costco calls it the racetrack, an intentional loop that directs your movement. Employees aren't hiding this on purpose, but they know it works like magic. One cashier put it simple. You came for eggs. You left with a kayak and 200 granola bars. 6. Samples are more strategic than you think. People love Costco samples, but most don't realize those tiny bites? They're not just giving you a taste, they're micro-marketing in disguise. The sample stations are placed where there's either overstock or new product launches. It's a direct sales push, not a treat. But here's what most folks don't notice. Items being sampled that day often go on stealth discount shortly after, like within 48 hours, sometimes even that same night. Employees revealed that vendors fund these sample campaigns to move units fast, and it often aligns with short-term price breaks. And here's the pro-level tip. Make friends with the sample crew. They usually know in advance what's coming next week, and if you ask nicely, they might give subtle hints. Not always, but regulars get rewarded with info no sign will tell you. 5. Membership levels quietly unlock privileges. Sure, there's regular and executive membership. You've heard it a million times. But the real difference is, nobody's making a chart for those. Executive members aren't just getting 2% back. They reportedly get priority processing on returns, extra discretion on late price adjustments, and even preferred handling on large shipments or furniture issues. There's no official brochure spelling this out. It's something the customer service desk quietly applies when things get escalated. One employee mentioned a customer who returned an outdoor sofa 3 weeks past the return window, without a receipt. Still got refunded because of their exec status. Managers just approve it and move on, they said. Also, executive members reportedly get more promotions mailed to them directly, including some not published in-store. If you haven't opened those envelopes, start checking. 4. The weird rule about refunding food. This one feels made up, but it isn't. If you try something and don't like it, even food, you can often return it at Costco. No joke, even half-used items. It's part of their risk-free 100% satisfaction guarantee. Employees say it happens more often than you'd think. People return empty boxes of protein bars, claiming they made them sick. Others return frozen pizzas because my kid didn't like the pepperoni. Most of the time, it's honored, especially if you're not doing it every week. There are exceptions, of course. Alcohol usually can't be returned depending on your state, but the general policy is shockingly lenient. Employees joke about it, but not in a bad way. They just know it's part of the Costco experience. And yes, there's a running log behind the counter, so serial abusers, they don't stay invisible for long. 3. The gas hours trick most people miss. Costco's gas is always cheaper, but the real secret isn't the price. It's when you go. Everyone floods the gas station on weekends or after work. Huge lines, stress, engines idling pointlessly. But early morning? That's the magic window. Employees and seasoned members say to aim for weekday mornings, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. That's when gas gets updated to reflect overnight wholesale market shifts and demand is low. You move through fast and you're likely scoring the best rate of the day. Also, gas prices at Costco tend to change just once daily, not multiple times throughout the day like other gas chains. So a good early bird strategy saves time and money. Occasionally, employees spill that a few lucky stores even do a mini discount spike near closing hours to clear queues, but that varies by location. 2. That travel page you've never clicked. Most Costco shoppers barely know this exists. They've seen the little travel tab on the website and maybe gave it a glance, but had no idea what it really is. Costco Travel isn't just some package deal aggregator. It's one of the strongest, most underused money-saving features of your membership. We're talking full vacations, resorts, cruises, rental cars, theme parks, packaged with hidden perks you'll never see on Expedia or Booking.com. Real talk? A couple booked their Maui trip through Costco Travel and got $200 in room credits, suite upgrades, and daily breakfast for free. That same hotel on another site? Full price, no extras, strict cancellation rules. Employees say the reason more people don't use it is simple: no marketing. It isn't pushed in the stores or the emails. You kind of have to stumble into it. But once you do, it changes the way you plan vacations. Even cruises become shockingly cheap when bundled through Costco. Some include free excursions or onboard credit worth hundreds. And here's a weird bonus. Executive members actually earn 2% back on what they spend, which could be huge if you're dropping several thousand on a big trip. Costco also rolls out flash sales on this travel site, but they often last literally 48 to 72 hours. Blink and you'll miss it. Some show up late Friday night and end by Monday morning when no one's watching. If you plan to fly or rent a car anytime soon, at least open the tab. 1. Why the $4.99 chicken isn't about chicken. You probably knew this one was coming. The rotisserie chicken, the legend. Every article talks about how it's unfairly cheap, how Costco refuses to raise the price, even while other stores creep into 7 to 8 territory. But what's less talked about is why Costco keeps that price frozen like time itself. It's bait, but not in a shady way. It's a loyalty trap. The idea is simple. If that chicken gets you into the store, odds are really good you'll walk out with $80 of stuff you didn't plan for. And yes, they've got data to back it up. Managers say the person buying just the rotisserie and nothing else? Very rare. But what employees reveal is that Costco takes this strategy even deeper. The chickens are placed all the way in the back, far end of the food section. To get there, you pass bakery items, snacks, premium meats, frozen desserts, all high-margin stuff. On the way out, oh hey, there's the bulk wine display. And to make it worse, well, better for them, the chickens smell amazing. It's on purpose. They start roasting fresh batches during peak foot traffic times, around 11 a.m. and 4 p.m., because that's when impulse buying is at its strongest. You're hungry. The samples lowered your defenses. You throw in a pie, a giant lasagna tray, a six-pack of random dips. It snowballs. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some employees say leftovers are sometimes sold cheaper at the end of the night, not advertised, just reloaded under a clearer label or repurposed as meal kits. Regulars know to check around 7:30 or 8 p.m. That chicken might turn into chicken noodle soup kits, sandwich packs, or grab tonight dinner deals. Also, a lot of folks don't realize this. Costco's chicken is heavier than the competition, around 3 pounds each. It's also preservative-free, and they don't pump it full of brine solution like some grocery store brands. So yeah, it's a loss leader, but it just might be the most effective one in retail. Bonus tip: stretch one chicken into 4 meals. You want to win the Costco game completely? Learn to stretch that bird. Meal 1: strip chicken for tacos, wraps, or curries. Meal 2: use leftovers in salad or grain bowls. Meal 3: add scraps to pasta or quesadillas. Meal 4: boil the bones for broth. Costco chicken doesn't need to be a one-time dinner. Turn it into your meal plan MVP. The optical department loophole. Here's a sleeper perk. You don't need a membership to use Costco's optical center in most locations. Feel like that shouldn't be allowed? It totally is. Here's how it works. Eye exams are handled by independent optometrists who rent space inside Costco, which means, legally, they have to let the public access their services. You can also buy prescription glasses and contacts even without flashing a member card. Most people never find this out. What does this mean practically? You can get a top-tier eye exam, then pick frames for way less than boutique eyewear stores charge. Brands like Oakley, Ray-Ban, or Flexon often sit quietly in those display cases, priced like clearance items, not luxury goods. Better yet, employees reveal the best months to shop for glasses are February and September. Those are the quiet inventory reset months. You'll find deep markdowns as they clear out discontinued frames and rotate in new collections. Also, Costco's policies around vision changes are way more generous than mainstream chains. Didn't get the right prescription? In most cases, they'll redo the lenses for free within 90 days. Your contact prescription changed months early? They let you exchange unopened boxes too. And yes, they take many vision insurance providers. Often your plan plus Costco's prices equals huge win. More than a pharmacy. Like the optical center, Costco Pharmacy is mostly open to non-members in many states, which most people don't realize. Law requires access because it's considered a healthcare provider. So if drug prices are weighing you down, try price-checking prescriptions at Costco. Generic meds can be drastically cheaper, especially cholesterol, allergy, or blood pressure meds. Just call ahead and bring your ID. No card needed. If you're a member and haven't linked into their prescription program, do it. It unlocks additional savings on top of already discounted pricing and works even if you don't have solid insurance. Some employees say they've helped customers walk out paying less out of pocket than their copay at Walgreens or CVS. No exaggeration. Costco's prescription delivery setup is also expanding. More states are rolling into the home shipping program, especially for maintenance meds. Ask your pharmacist next time and see if you're eligible. The refund loophole nobody talks about. Costco's return policy is legendary. You've probably heard about people returning TVs after the Super Bowl or mattresses after one bad sleep. But even employees admit some shoppers push the boundary, and sometimes Costco lets them slide. There's no universal return window posted in stores. Instead, every product category has its own general policy, loosely enforced. Electronics? Around 90 days. But cookware, clothes, furniture? Practically unlimited unless it's heavily damaged or clearly abused. Where it gets weird is price adjustments. Employees say members often come back weeks after buying a TV, saying the price dropped online, and they're almost always approved, especially if they're executive members. There's no prominently posted 30-day policy for this, but it's applied loosely. Here's how it works best, according to insiders. Save your receipts, or just use the app. Your purchase is tracked by your membership anyway. Spot a lower price online or in-store? Ask for a price adjustment at customer service or submit it online. Be polite, like really. Rude customers get stonewalled. Friendly ones get approved, even outside the window. Frugal hack. Use a browser price tracker. Some plugins ping you when a Costco item drops in price, even a few bucks. That $40 refund you didn't notice? That's free grocery money now. Costco doesn't shout about these policies for a reason. If word got around, people might push them daily. But savvy members and some very chill employees make it work when it counts.